The vocabulary trap. I know, that title probably sounds a little strange, right? I mean, isn't having more words always a good thing? Well, maybe not. What if the very thing you've been working so hard for is actually what's been holding you back? Let's talk about that.
Just take a second and really let this question sink in. You've learned so many English words. Think about it. All the flashcards, the apps, all the lists you've made, the words, they're in there somewhere. So why is it that when it's your turn to speak, your mind just goes blank? It's so frustrating, isn't it? And I really want you to know you are definitely not alone in feeling this way.
Okay, so here's the first big idea I want to share with you. The problem isn't that you don't know enough words. It's that you can't get to them when you need them the most. See the difference? It's not about knowledge, it's all about access.
I bet this sounds familiar. You're watching a movie or maybe listening to someone talk, and you get it. You're following along perfectly. But then the spotlight turns to you. It's your turn to speak. And suddenly, poof, it's like a switch flips off in your brain. Nothing, just blankness.
This really is the heart of it, isn't it? It feels like all the words you know are stored away in this big room inside your mind. You know they're in there, but when you need to open the door and pull one out, it's locked, and you just can't find the key. The words are there, but they feel totally trapped. And listen, this next part is so important. Please hear me on this. This is not your fault. It doesn't mean you're bad at English or that there's something wrong with you. It's a totally normal biological thing that happens. It's just your brain's natural response to pressure.
So let's look at how this happens. It's like a little cycle. First, you feel that pressure, right? The pressure to say something smart, something perfect. Well, your brain senses that pressure as fear, fear of making a mistake or of being judged. And when your brain goes into that fight or flight mode, its number one job is survival, not finding a fancy vocabulary word. So it just shuts down access to your memory. And just like that, the words disappear. This is why the usual advice, just learn more words, can actually make things worse. Adding more and more vocabulary, it's like adding more weight to your shoulders. It just gives you more things to search through, more things to freeze up about. It doesn't help you find the key. It just adds thousands more keys to the pile. Okay, so here's the surprising part. The part that might just change how you see everything. You know those people who sound so fluent, so effortless? Well, guess what? They're not using some huge secret vocabulary that you don't have. Actually, they're often using fewer words. They're using them better. Let's break that down. On one side, there's you, right? Trying to search through thousands of words in your head, terrified of making a mistake, always hunting for that one perfect word. But the fluent speaker, their reality is totally different. They're working with a smaller group of words, they're focused on getting their message across, and they're just using simple words without even thinking about it. Their goal isn't perfection, it's just connection. Let that sink in for a second. Fluency isn't about knowing more words, it's about using less, but using them better. It's about how easily you can use the simple words you already know to just say what you mean. Okay, so we get the problem now, right? The big question is, what do we do about it? Well, it really just comes down to 3 simple shifts. 3 new ways to think that can help you finally get out of this trap. First thing, just stop chasing new words for a while. Instead, really focus on using the simple words you already have. The second thing, before you speak, ask yourself this one little question. What's the simplest way I can say this? And number 3, and yeah, this one is the tough one, is to speak before you feel ready. I know, but here's the secret. Confidence doesn't come first. Confidence is what you get from speaking. Here's what I mean by thinking simple. So instead of trying to say something super formal like, I am contemplating whether I should purchase this item, just think, should I buy this? See? Or instead of, this situation is quite challenging for me to comprehend, just say, wow, this is hard to understand.
It means the exact same thing, but with zero pressure. It's kind of like learning to ride a bike, you know? You don't wait until you're a physics expert to get on. You get on. You wobble, you might fall, but the confidence, it comes from the wobbling. Speaking is the same. Those mistakes you're so scared of, they aren't failures. They're just proof that you're trying, that you're getting stronger. All right, we've talked about the why and the how, but there's one more thing we need to talk about. And honestly, this might be the most important part of all. It's not about a new technique. It's about giving yourself permission. I just want you to look at this for a second and really let it in. You are not bad at English. Really. All that frustration, all those times you froze up, that doesn't mean you are bad at this. It just doesn't. You're not broken. There's nothing that needs fixing. You've been trying to win a really difficult game using the wrong set of rules. You thought the goal was to collect as many words as possible. But the real goal, it was always just to connect with people. So, if you've been waiting for someone to tell you it's okay, here it is. I am giving you permission. Permission to use simple English, permission to make mistakes, permission to sound imperfect, because that's what learning and growing actually feels like. Listen to me. The English you have right now, in this moment, is enough. It's enough to start. You don't need to learn one more word. You don't need to take one more class. You already have everything you need to begin. Because at the end of the day, you don't need to impress anyone. You really don't. You just need to communicate. That's the whole point. Just to share an idea, a feeling, to connect with another human being. That's it. So, maybe just for today, put the vocabulary lists away, find a quiet moment, and just speak. Say one simple thing out loud, and then maybe another. Your journey isn't about some future goal. It can start right now. Go on. Go and speak.